Well, joining me from our Westminster studio is an expert in the field of IVF, Dr. Sammy Lee. And what do you think about this idea in principle, free fertility treatment for everyone under 40?
In principle, it's a wonderful idea, and I hope we'll be able to make the provision.
Make the provision. It's very costly, this, isn't it? I mean, is there the money in the NHS to do that?
Well, at the moment, the NHS gets a pot of money. If we're going to implement these recommendations, and we're going to provide 20,000, 30,000 cycles of IVF treatment, and we're going to have to take from the existing pot, it's going to be very, very hard to do so without actually affecting funding elsewhere. And if it's going to come out of the single pot, we're going to have to look at ways of extracting the funding in an equitable way.
I mean, do you think this is the best way of spending that kind of money? We're talking about millions of pounds, aren't we?
Yes, indeed, millions of pounds. Basically, it's going to be down to individual departments fighting very, very hard for the money they feel their own department needs. And at the end of the day, my guess, and I can't speak for everyone, but my guess is that funding for IVF will actually have to come out of the pot when most people have already ensured their own department's part of it.
OK. Dr. Sammy Lee, thanks very much indeed for joining us today.
Thank you. For the NHS, everyone's going to scrabble for that pot, and even with nice recommendations, it doesn't guarantee that every fertility unit is going to be able to claw back as much money as they need out of the pot.